I heard through Facebook that they were putting an event together and we're trying to get artists to be a part of it.
Hugo, one of the names that came up, and I said we want to do a community activity to give people something to do with the arts.
How about I do a mural all the way across the park?
I said, how big? And he said, I could probably find 80 artists, and he did. And he said, but then you have to find the material to do it. And I did.
And I just went, oh wow, how am I going to do this? All week I was basically cutting it and getting everything prepped because I figured out, I designed the easels, I figured out the easiest way to make it happen because it's never really been done before. So they gave me all the supplies. All right, this is what you got, do what you want to do.
A lot of cuts, a lot of panels. I think there's about 180 panels total. And to move those and put them up, and then to prime them, and then to move them and put them up, and then blah, 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 blah.
We had a little assembly line going. Finally got some volunteers, you know, to man each station. So, of course, the 2x4s in the back had to be cut, you know, drilled, nailed in and screwed in. So that process alone took quite a while.
It's a huge task, man, a huge undertaking with Hugo, but this guy's prospered at everything he's done for the community, and I'm just glad to be a part of it.
The hardest part was the last 2 days, just putting it all together. But I mean, all these artists came out and helped me out and participated, so I was actually able to pull it off.
It's been amazing how much support and how, for lack of a better word, easily it's all come together. Not that we haven't spent a lot of time on phone and emails and communication. As soon as Hugo put the word out, he got 80 artists signed up, I want to say within a week or two, signed up to do that. A bunch of them came down over the last few days to assemble all of the pieces, you know, the plywood and everything. And then the same has been true for all of the arts vendors, arts organizations. Once we announced Phoenix's inaugural Festival of the Arts, unifying this for everyone, there was just an outpouring of support and people who wanted to be involved.
I've known Hugo Medina through the Calle 16 Mural project. Did some work with them on that on Calle 16th Street here in Phoenix. And when they did the call to artists, it sounded, you know, interesting, you know, putting a group of artists, doing a large mural, and even calling it like one of the largest ever done.
It's bringing all the small elements, that which we are, together to create a bigger scene, so where we can actually connect and become stronger. And so there are people here that I've never met before that I look forward to meeting and chatting with about art, and they may be a friend in the future, a friend that I need, and vice versa.
Just all of us are getting to know each other as artists, so it's already creating that community of artists in Phoenix. And it's creating an identity for Phoenix. I mean, we've always had one. Always, and there's so many very talented artists out here. But the problem is, I just honestly don't think it's advertised well. And First Friday, I mean, it has a lot of great art and a lot of great galleries, but you don't see it because there's so many people there. And this is something that's great because it's showing all the actual artists that are doing stuff for Phoenix, like in downtown Phoenix, in the act of making the art. We're not New York, we're not San Francisco, but they can suck it because we're the ones doing this, and we're the ones like showing the rest of the world that Phoenix has a culture and a voice.
It's not national, these are people who all live here. You might get a flat tire and you need them.
It's connecting artists that have never worked before. I have a blank panel between each artist, and each artist works on one panel, and they have to collaborate on the one in between them. So that forces them to talk to each other, so they meet more people, learn from each other, work off each other, and then the community is allowed to come in and participate, help them with that panel, so that creates social interaction that's bigger than Facebook or social media, because it's actual face-to-face contact.
You know, she's doing like a skyline. I got a skyline. This artist isn't here yet, so we'll see how that turns out.
I think it's amazing. I think it is just such a hallmark of what the Phoenix arts community really is, which is about bringing people together and creating community as well as creating art. That even though Phoenix is a really large city, it's also kind of a small town, you know, and to see the community members that I see at, you know, other downtown venues, some of the places where there's like poetry and you know, music and whatever, to see them all around here just like helping out with the mural, it kind of warms my heart, because it makes me feel like, you know, we really are kind of all together, and being part of this festival together is just it's a good feeling.
As independent as we all are, we can't live without each other. So any opportunity, no matter how big or small, to grow is a good one.